Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's play Fallout 4 Survival Part 38. We just woke up after a refreshing sleep and let's check our weapons. See what we can take with us today. That's a nice arsenal already. The rest I just kind of stored here. I want to take this. Don't want to carry too much. Still need room for other stuff to carry. Crossbow, no, I'll just leave it here. Alright. Drink some water. Let's refresh ourselves. I feel better. Okay. It's a really cozy player home, as you can see. Alright, let's go outside. Alright, it's a beautiful day. Very nice. Now, I relocated to the Red Rocket because it's my player home, and we will continue the quest. Let me check. Ruined Dreams, no. BOG Bunker, no. Dangerous Minds. Talk to Dr. Amari. That is, I believe, the main quest. And we gotta meet Lily of the Bleachers for my payment. So both are, I think, in Diamond City. We'll show on the map. I think so. So we're heading to Diamond City. Now, you might have noticed I have this landing pad installed right here. It defies gravity a bit. But hey, I'm not complaining.
Would you like me to go with?
Now you might wonder, why do I have a helipad in my backyard? Well, because I'm working towards getting a personal flyable vertibird. But not there yet. Need some more resources. Need to have the science perk. And I don't have the science perk, I think, just yet. Which is kind of disappointing, actually. Let's go and see. Where's the science perk? Should be somewhere. This one. Science. I need intelligence 6. I have not unlocked that, obviously. Intelligence 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more intelligence. After which I can unlock science perk. It's still grayed out. This one, science. Take full advantage of advanced technology with access to base level and rank 1. High-tech mods. Right, well, once I have that, and get my vertibird, so not just yet. Anyway, gotta go to Diamond City. And it's a beautiful day, as I said. It's not too often that the day starts like this. Now have a look at my gear. I look kind of badass, don't I? It's not very lore friendly, but I'd say it looks cool. But I think in due time I will change my appearance. Well, my gear, I guess. My armor. Nothing like the morning sun. Full of promise. This could be a very boring episode. If nothing happens. Until Diamond City will just be walking. But anyway, that'll be a walking episode then. Hell, I don't even know if people will watch this, but... Well, that's not important. The important thing is that I'm enjoying myself with Fallout 4. Might not be the best Fallout game out there, but it's... I think it deserved more respect than it got. It's still a good game. Oh, hello. Why, who are you?
Yeah?
Trash Can
So what's your
Carla.
story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Well, I guess your money?
Yeah, I know the drill. This ain't my first mugging. Here. Now leave me alone.
Oh, now I feel bad, but I got 50 caps out of that one. Whoa! Oh, she's a traitor. Wow, okay. Oh, it's not good for my reputation. But you know, it's the wasteland. That means that you gotta look out for yourself. There's the... Isn't that the... It's a diner of sorts. There are some people hanging around. Hello, gardener.
Who the fuck are you, and what do you want?
Wow, what's with the attitude? Calm down.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Calm down, big guy.
Big? I'm big so I can put fools like you in the ground efficiently. Clearly you've never seen a bounty hunter.
Okay, so the guy's a bounty hunter. Okay. Let's see. Let's not agitize him. What do you do here?
What do you do here?
I help supply bounty hunters with gear. I also manage bounties and which weeds to pluck in our little world. Look, bounty hunters do jobs for caps. Most of the jobs are from someone wanting to dish out some punishment, but are too afraid to do it themselves. If you keep your nose clean and head down, you probably won't ever see us. If you do, it's because you pissed someone off and they paid for blood. If you're lucky, we let you live. Maybe a little light on caps, but breathing. Just as a reminder to all that we're out here. Now leave me. If you come back later, I might let you buy something if you stop asking dumb questions.
Okay, you feel a chill in your back on your neck. Before you were an unknown entity. Now that the bounty hunters know who you are, they will hold you accountable for your actions. Do they now?
Still alive?
Yeah? Bounties.
Looking for work.
Sorry. I didn't know you went through thousands of hours worth of our training to be a bounty hunter. Oh, you didn't? Then fuck off.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he doesn't have work. He's just hanging here.
Yes?
Another bounty hunter.
Yes?
So the guy's voice is a bit monotone. And you look green.
Huh?
That's not healthy. But, yeah, okay. So, bounty hunters. Well, at least he didn't try to kill me.
Where's Absalom? He's ejected.
At least not now. Hello, Bob.
Need any help on your settlement? Friends say I'm good company, if you don't mind a bad pun now and then.
Well, as a matter of fact... Yeah, work on my settlement. I have Spectacle Island, or Spectre Island, whatever it's called.
If you really want out of here, you can come work for me on a settlement.
Thanks. At the very least, it'll be good exercise, even if we don't work out.
Alright. Well, that's good. Spectacle Island it is. You go there. It's my, I think it's my second settlement. And it's on an island. You should go there. I confirm. Wow. Alright. Okay, cool. So yeah. I helped this woman out, I
I got a
believe.
store to run here. You gonna buy?
Depends what you got.
A little bit of everything.
Alright. Stimpaks, ammo. Oh, it's good to know this woman sells ammo. I should have taken more guns with me. I should have just bought some ammo here. Anyway, let's check out my weapons. Do you have 14.5 millimeters? Probably not. Or do you? 14.5? No. I don't see it. Do you have... It's sounding like a little game. Let's see. Jeez. Kellogg's pistol, submachine gun. I think I'm good. At least good enough. What's this? .50? Do you have .50? If you do, I'll buy it. If you don't, well, I don't buy it. .50? I don't see it. Well, it looks like the lady doesn't have what I would like to have. Oh, just forget it. Forget it. Forget it. How are you, Patrick? You holding up? Oh, you're the drug-addicted guy. Oh, well. Alright, so, bounty hunters. And who are you? Oh, that's the guy I sent to Spectre Island? Spectacle Islands? Whatever. We will continue. Onwards. Diamond City it is. Oh, we could actually sleep here if we wanted to. Next to this picturesque pond. Oh man, we gotta go through that again. I think I cleared the whole thing out. There's just so many things to do. So little time. But I decided I have to pick up the main quest line once again. It's so easily that you'll get distracted by something. Alright, got another rocket truck stop thing.
Places like this.
I don't like the place, so I'm not going to settle here. I'm not much of a settlement builder. That's why I have Sim Settlements, of course. Right, okay, this place, I think we've already cleared this place as part of the main quest. Just gonna move around it. Maybe there's still some remnants of bandits around. Might be. Swimming doesn't do damage to me. I made sure of that. Military frequency. I already listened to that, I believe. Now, how far are we from Diamond City? We're getting there. It's not super far. Somewhere here, Good Neighbor, talk to Dr. Armani. Is that in Good Neighbor? It is. Huh. That's interesting. What about this? Jack Cabot? How many quests do I have active, actually? Dangerous Mines. Special Delivery. Let's uncheck that. Don't want too many waypoints. That's just confusing. Yeah, Meet Lily, Dangerous Mine, Dr. Armani. Well, we'll just start. It's good. I think Good Neighbor is close to Diamond City? I think. Wow, it's always very impressive. All the overpasses that have just collapsed. Exotic wildlife up there. Oh man. Oh, scorpions. Come on. Valentine. Valentine isn't a very strong character, is he? Oh god! Oh no. Valentine's gonna get it now. Oh, there's a bomber. And I'm not reaching it. Suicide bomber. Oh yes, I knew this was going to happen. Valentine. Please don't do that. Alright, let's see. Let's get a serious weapon. Oh, frickin' hell. I don't have a serious weapon at all. Any enemies still around? Whoa, whoa! There are. Another. Come on, come on! In his head. There you go. That took him down. Just two? Good lord, all these gibbs. Whoa! More. Get up! Get up! Oh! I knew it! Alright, guys. Made my way back. And there are some more super mutants. That's so dumb. What the f- wrong? Let's just get rid. Oh god, ran out of bullets. Let's see. Oh god. Oh, this is another sniper. All right. Well, did manage to hit it. Here we go. Let's loot their corpses. Alright. Anyway. Oop, what happened here?
Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Shotgun. Submutant orders. We've seen those before. They're all carrying those orders. They're carrying shitty weapons as well. Anyway. Something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that's the somewhat recent release of Fallout: The Frontier, a fan-made game or mod for Fallout New Vegas. And a lot of people have been looking forward to the Frontier. I was aware of it, but I did not really follow the progress. So when it was announced that it was going to be released, I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Whoa, 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 whoa! Shoot, that's sneaky, just around the corner. Rules. Oh, here we go. So I was pleasantly surprised when I heard that out there, and then quickly came the whole controversy surrounding some of the stuff that is in the mod. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's pretty tasteless stuff. You know, you can enslave somebody, I believe. Let's check out that boat, by the way. Like a little girl, something. And it's all a bit, like, not very tasteful, to say the least. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about that, and the mod got removed from the Nexus, and then they worked on it, and they removed some of the controversial stuff, and it was back on the Nexus. So, yeah, that made me think like, I'm not very interested in the mod anymore. At least not for now. Just wait and see what happens. Now, you could argue, on the other hand, what happened here? She died in a bathtub? That's not so good. But you could argue that this is still a game. You know, it's a game based on probably some of the creators' fantasies. Maybe they're sick fantasies, but it's still a game. It's not real. So if there's some controversial stuff in there, then... Oops, what's happening? Then, well, it's bound to happen. You know, we're talking about Fallout, okay? Fallout, the Frontier is... Oops, what's going on with my companion? In the Fallout world, things are never pleasant, so to speak. So, to a certain degree, I can... yeah, well... What the hell is it? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Mr. Rosa. Who the hell is that? MS Rosa. A ghoul with a name. I don't see that often. Oh, there are more. Mr. Donog. Oh, God. I mean... Whoa! Oh, Mr. Summer. A Sumner. Oh God, this place is swarming with ghouls. Whoa! This guy's running. Even though he's one arm and his legs, there's nothing wrong with his legs. Nothing wrong at all. So yeah, I mean, Fallout is a sick place, so the idea of being Parker, Mrs. Parker, being enslaved by someone in the wasteland. But it's, you know, could be something. Like, whoa! Oh, there are more. Mr. Parker. Oh, well, I shot his wife, so... Well, families turn into ghouls. I like the idea of ghouls having names. Not just feral ghouls. You know, just ghouls hang around their previous homes. So... But, you know, the problem with it... Or maybe there's more that I just don't... I'm not aware of in the mod that's really sick, you know? But the idea of enslaving somebody, it's just not that you do that as the gamer. As a gamer, you tend to have the choice. Well, I do believe you have the choice to enslave the girl or not, but it's just not as explicit. Alright, we're getting closer back to Diamond City is where we have to go. Long last. So I am sort of hesitant against, I don't know, some self-censorship.
Move along.
Nowadays, it's difficult to be edgy, or because in no time you'll be jumped as social justice warriors or stuff like that. I don't know. These are just my thoughts. Maybe, you know, I'm for freedom of speech. As long as you just don't harm people in any shape or form. But of course, with everything, there's a line to cross. And maybe here the line was crossed. I don't know. Maybe I should investigate a little bit more. Let's go to the bleachers and turn in the quest that I did a few episodes ago. I will probably check out Fallout the Frontier at some point, because I always have huge respect for modders that can create something truly special out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's true. I shot in the ass last year.
Something, I don't know, just you take an idea and just to run with it. There's a lot of talent. Or maybe they went overboard here, I don't know. Okay. All right. Now I got 2 waypoints. Oh, completed meet Lily at her room for the payment. Lily.
Ah, there you are. Look, I can't thank you enough for your help with the dogs. People like you are rare in this world.
I know.
But that won't stop me from trying. Didn't have much left after paying you for the motorcycle engine run. And to be honest, I didn't think Rizzo would ask us to go into a firefight. So I didn't think what I had was enough. I told the others what you did, and we all pitched in for this one. I hope it's enough. We also got to talking, and we wondered if you wanted to swing by the left field for dinner tonight. Get some free food, get to know the gang a little. Nothing fancy, DP's just making some razor grain spaghetti. But after the whole dog thing, you're eating for free tonight. We're pretty loose here, so show up if you're interested. Don't if not. 6:30 tonight at the diner, okay?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Oh, 1,250. That's a lot of caps. Now, question is, what's the other waypoint? Oh, for dinner. This is dinner place. I don't want to wait till nighttime. Can we pass the time or just have to sit down? Okay. Oh, I can sit down. Oh, this is awkward. Can we sit on the stool? Oh, we can. Alright. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let's hang out in the cafeteria. Let's wait for 5 hours for dinner. Let's see what happens. Right? Oh well, I like the food. Well, I'm gonna have dinner. Okay. Let's see. Donuts Nostra. Between 6 and 6:30. Okay, almost there. So it's now 5, is it? If we wait an hour, I might want to miss the date now. That should be okay. Whoa! Oh, here we go. Take a seat and have some dinner. Okay. Okay, now, for something super interesting, we're back in the diner of the bleachers, and what's going to happen next is... so I'm breaking character a little bit here. Is that I've been invited for dinner with the residents of the bleachers at the left field diner. Show up between 6 and 6:30. Alright, so we're going to do that. And what will happen... So let's see if we can... Forward time. No, we cannot. I'm just going to sit down somewhere. This is going to be super interesting because I have not seen this in any game before. So I did a bunch of quests for the bleachers. And let's forward time 6 p.m. Something like this. Let's make sure we make it on time for dinner. Let's see, 4, 5... Let's see, we're not there yet. Now you can only skip 1 hour time. This is... I've got to wait for... the time to pass, I guess. 5:45. Okay, so it won't take too long. But it's going to be very interesting because at that dinner, all the characters that you've met, you've done some quests for during the, well, with the Bleachers mod, basically. They're going to talk amongst themselves and they will involve me in the conversation over dinner. And that's a super immersive thing. I've not seen that before, because it really feels that you're drawn into this group of people that you're working with. They see you as one of their own, and it's just amazing. Hopefully I can show it to you guys. It's almost 6. I think we should be good. I've been invited. Show up between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so what's next is that we need to take a seat, and all the residents of the bleachers are gonna sit down for dinner and talk amongst themselves. It's gonna take around 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes even. It's ridiculous how good this is. So I'm gonna sit in the stool.
Hello again. Good
and we're just gonna sit there.
So welcome to our,
and
well, whatever you want to call this little weekly thing we have going on here.
I'm getting XP for that as well.
I do have to say,
I'm gonna shut up.
DP outdid himself this time with this setting. It's usually just the 4 of us at a booth. Mom's spaghetti smells amazing.
Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it kind of started as a bored DP talking to me while I ate, and he swept the floors after dinner in the evening. Like a lot of Bleachers family things in here go, it didn't really start in earnest until Lily swept into this place on our lives.
She's clearly talented.
That's one way to put it. Yeah, she's something else, isn't she? She grew up in Diamond City with Zeke and DP. I'm sure she told you that already. But the Bleachers district didn't exist back then. Nobody had been in this area of Diamond City in almost 2 centuries until DP chased that cat in here. So Lily's really taken the Bleachers to heart. Between runs, more often than not, she's cleaning the place and making it into a home. But I digress. Guess I'm just saying Lily makes sure these dinners happen and we're glad for it. She says there's nothing like the family you choose. Even got it in her head to invite the sheriff one day as a joke. And she showed up. She almost never says anything, but she keeps coming. Huh.
Really?
Uh-huh. We never expected her to show. DP even had to scramble to get a place set. The look on Lily's face was priceless. Total shock. I'm glad she did show up, though. We had been trying to crack that ice for a while by then, and she's not the friendliest person in the Commonwealth. The sheriff isn't the type for idle chat, even on these nights, but I can see she values them as much as the rest of us, or she wouldn't keep coming.
She seems a bit rough around the edges, but nothing that would interfere with her duties.
Quite the contrary. It helps her maintain an effective force. She's very respected by her troops and a brilliant strategist. She was born and raised Brotherhood of Steel, educated and trained in the pre-war military academy tradition, if what I heard is true.
What happened?
She didn't see eye to eye with some of their more authoritarian tendencies, and tried to help a town that had water filter tech the gunners wanted.
I'm told her squad repelled them, but she lost her whole arm, 4 knights, and some civilian militia by the time it was over. It was very intense. Costly victory for no strategic gain is the gist of what the Brotherhood of Steel had to say about her decision. She told me herself they made her a scribe and refused to replace the arm.
Sounds like a typical boss to me.
That's not the half of it. Her entire squad got punished too, every last one of them, bumped down to scribes, for saving some innocent lives. So they did what any principled and strategically minded squad would do in that situation.
What did she do?
Loaded 2 vertibirds up with a small plasma arsenal and over a dozen full T-60 power armor units in the middle of the night and deserted the Brotherhood of Steel.
No way.
Yep. They stayed under the Brotherhood of Steel radar until they were able to locate the Outcasts, a faction of ex-Brotherhood knights who also weren't fans of fascism. She gave them the vertibirds, they gave her an arm and her squad a home and a purpose again. It was a win-win.
What happened after that?
You mean what happened to the dozen or so T-60s she took with her, right? That's some pretty valuable cargo. That gets into how she and the power armor ended up here. That's a long story for another time, and not a particularly happy one.
Another time, maybe.
Anyway, Lily told me about how you guys went out and saved those dogs. That's pretty amazing. Anyone would do that in this day and age. People barely help each other, much less dogs. It makes me glad to know they'll be running around the Atom Cat's garage now.
I'm glad I could help out.
Speaking of doing odd jobs for people, I had a chance to analyze some soil test results, and I've got some work if you're still interested. I'd normally send Lily, but she'll be on that ammonia run that has that motorcycle salvage at the loading dock of Mass Chem we mentioned earlier. We can talk about it after dinner.
Sure thing.
It's good you showed up when you did. I'd rather not lean so heavily on Lily for my transport jobs. She spends a lot of time on the road already. Good evening, Sheriff. Can I safely assume Lily pestered you today while on duty to tell you about our guest of honor here?
She wouldn't be Lily if she hadn't.
Yes. Well, this is the person that helped her with that motorcycle and the dogs in that story she's no doubt told you a dozen times by now.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
Yes. Well, DP has cooked up something special tonight, as you can see. We've got razor green spaghetti, tato sauce, and warm bread.
I'm sure it will be fine.
So, did you get a chance to see Dr. Scara about your shoulder? You mentioned the adduction was slower than usual last week.
Yes.
And?
And what?
And what was the problem? Was she able to fix it?
Yes. We hunted down an assaultron, quartered it with a ripper, and I replaced the glenohumeral joint entirely.
That's, good, I suppose.
The gunner squad it came from would argue, if they were still alive.
I assume they didn't just want to give a perfectly functional assaultron to a stranger for free, did they?
You don't ask gunners.
Good point.
I guess it all worked out.
Yes.
Did you read Piper's article about McDonough?
Yes.
And?
And what?
And what do you think of it? Do you think he's a simp?
Hard to say. Maybe.
Dr. Pensky told me never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. Do you think one can be so witless that their unwitting cooperation is so gross and negligent that it can appear to be collusion to an outsider?
Or incompetence.
Well, yes. In this case, incompetence would apply too. I suppose it is possible the witless can be such an unwitting puppet of a hostile power that it can appear like full cooperation.
Witless, huh? Let me guess which stable genius in a tan suit we're talking about here. How's it hanging, bleacher creatures? Oh man, that's gonna be some good dinner. Hey there! Hey, I'm glad you made it out here tonight. Wasn't sure you'd be up for it since it's such a long haul back from the Atom Cat's garage.
Of course. I'm all yours.
All I'm looking to do is feed you and tell everyone about those doggos we saved.
Again.
It only gets better with practice.
At any rate, yes, Lily, we were talking about Piper's article on McDonough.
That overgrown windbag's a sin, I'm telling you. All wandering around, doing exactly jack shit up there all day, talking about how busy he is. Unbelievable. You know it's true, Sheriff. You've seen it. I tell you what, why don't you march up there in your power armor and throw him off the balcony? Do us all a favor.
We've been over this, Lily.
Every week we do this, sis. You know what she's gonna tell you.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't do military coups.
He hasn't actually committed any crimes. It's up to us at the ballot box.
Or, you know, in the dead of night with a sharp blade across the throat?
Then we're no better than the Brotherhood.
It's not that easy, and you know it. The sheriff can't just go in there and do what she wants. He's got rights until it's proven he's a synth.
Oh, it makes me so mad. He's not just doing nothing. He's standing in the way of anyone else trying to do something.
Temper.
Well, what happens when it's one of us that gets kidnapped, huh? What in the goddamn hell does the Institute want with us anyway?
Are people really that scared of the Institute?
Scared, confused, angry, hostile, suspicious, whatever they're feeling about it at the particular time. It's not good.
You're the scientist. Why the hell are they replacing us? This obviously isn't a PR campaign. We just end up hating them and synths more. They can swarm over this city at any friggin' time with those fucking toasters of theirs, and McDonough will probably open the door for them. Makes no goddamn sense.
I agree, they make no sense. I can't figure out a motivation that squares with the actions they take as a whole. Neither can the sheriff. It's almost like the kidnappings were a poorly thought out plot device wedged into a nebulous story by someone who thought it would just work. It would be comical if they weren't an existential threat.
Who really knows what the Institute is responsible for?
You must be new here. Let me clarify. Just about everyone in the Commonwealth knows what they're responsible for, which is the primary reason we've been monitored.
That's enough.
Of course. That was careless of me. Apologies.
Have we got a plan B?
As you just heard, I'm not at liberty to discuss Plan B. The less you know, the safer you are from the Institute.
You know, I heard they got a brain sucker device. Suck what you know right out of there. Read it like a book.
I said that's enough.
Button it up now, Lily.
Right now, we've got to stick to Piper's unofficial strategy. We delegitimize McDonough and then get him out of office.
God damn it! But we gotta do something!
What Piper did put time on our side. Every day that goes by, more people think he's a synth, and the less support he has. If the election were today, he'd lose. We've just got to keep the pressure on. Keep pushing for action and answers on those kidnappings.
Did your child go missing, ma'am? I'm sorry about that, but I'm far too busy to talk. I'm the mayor, you know, but you have my thoughts and prayers.
Hey, DP! Hey, this dinner smells amazing. DP here, he does a killer mayor impersonation.
Citizens of Diamond City, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, humans and synths. My Institute programmers would like me to run a rebuttal software routine and offer a simulated response to Piper's unfounded accusations. And I promise you I will, the moment it finishes loading, which should be any sec. Ladies and gentlemen of Diamond City, the Institute would like me to I would like to say a few things regarding these rumors. My fellow human beings, of which I am definitely one. Since being elected, despite all of my words, actions, policies, thoughts, and decisions, I assure you, people of Name of City, I am not a level 5 Institute synth operative with special 4B clearance due to extreme depth of infiltration. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm far too busy doing things that human beings do to do my job and search for missing citizens. I'm the human mayor, after all. End of file. So I heard you guys over here talking about the jackass. Figured we could use a laugh. So yeah, thanks for coming out again, my friends. It's amazing how you always manage to show up for free food. Tonight, we got mom spaghetti, guaranteed to cure weak knees, heavy arms, and sweaty palms. Careful though, it may stain your shirt. I baked a well-timed batch of fresh hot bread just for dinner. But the tater sauce tonight is something special I worked on just for the occasion.
I gotta tell you, DP, I have never seen a spread like this. You went all out. Looks like the table the companions have in your Vasker Hall in Whiterun.
The what now?
Huh?
Yeah, what you just said. The what, a where? Who?
I didn't say nothing.
But I could swear you just said...
Better get your hearing checked, DP. Told you I ain't said nothing. You were gonna tell us about dinner tonight?
Oh yeah. Yeah. The sauce. Of course. I started with the potato base, of course. But Bob took me through the upper floor of a greenhouse and let me have that.
Nice!
Oh, it didn't end there, Lily. You know how Wellingham's always got some new spice he's going on about, or a new dish he wants to try?
I remember hauling a bag of behemoth nuts in my power armor for him, so he could make his great green oysters dish.
It's called a scrotum, sis.
Ew, what the fuck? We're about to eat!
Sorry, just trying to help.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway, tell us about the sauce, DP. Where's Wellingham come into this?
Please do.
Behemoth scrotum.
God damn it!
You know, now that you mention it, Lily, it is kind of a strangely specific ingredient for a dish.
You see? I'm not the only one who thinks behemoth scrotum is a weird item to have to haul.
Huh? What is?
The behemoth scrotum. Oh, motherfucker! Great! Just great. Now I'm saying it.
Alright, alright. Where were we? Oh, yeah. So Wellham's always gone on about the crushed red pepper that Latimer got him a few months ago. So I figured this was a good occasion as any to borrow it. Permanently. Without asking.
My man!
Bob brings one of her
neodymium iron boron.
That was my next guess. Anyway, it's a strong-ass magnet.
Do I, wanna know what sort of strange blood-eating plant things you create with powerful magnets in that greenhouse of yours?
Hardly. It's to condense iron-rich microbeads coated with high-avidity molecules based on specific application. Generally, I use it to isolate, purify, and concentrate cellular fractions without the need for larger equipment and refrigeration units.
You know, I heard that people in other parts of the world spoke other languages, but I ain't never heard them. Not till you moved here with that technical babble, and then the sheriff shows up with that Latin stuff.
Scientia ipsa potentia est.
I don't try to understand neither, Lily. Anyway, she puts this thing on Wellingham's head. He immediately goes haywire. Tripped his Mr. Gutsy switch. But since he's got the wrong hardware, he basically just started screaming, "Communists!" and spraying everyone down with his dishwasher jet. Aunt Codman runs out of that little corral of a restaurant screaming her head off. And of course, that dunce husband of hers runs after her. And since it's the Codmans, every security guard is more concerned with kissing her ass and helping than figuring out what's wrong with Wellingham.
Typical.
You're telling me. I've been saying it since I saw his mother drop him on his head. That Danny Sullivan kid is as useless as tits on a synth. Long story short, it was just us and a neutered Mr. Gutsy up there after a few seconds. I stuffed some spices into my jacket. Bob grabbed us a recipe box, and we're out of there. Real smooth. I hope. Well, we'll probably be okay. Last I saw he was asking random strangers to enlist in the army.
Hell yeah! Score one more for the bleachers!
Thanks. I tried. As I was saying, we got some extra kick in the sauce tonight with that pepper. I got some cloves, molasses, and cinnamon too. So the honey tonight is going to be unlike anything we ever had before. Make sure you get some of that on the bread too.
Really? Now this I'm interested in hearing.
Well, you know ghouls used to live in Diamond City before McDipshit kicked them out, right?
It was an extremely short-sighted maneuver. They possess immeasurable knowledge and experience. We could benefit from their wisdom.
I agree. I've never been able to talk to more than 2 in my life. It's amazing what they have to say if you just listen. Scapegoating a fringe minority is a time-honored tradition of weak politicians everywhere, DP. Of course I remember.
So I still keep in touch with a few through Doc Weathers. They moved to a big swimming pool facility one of them knew from before the war. The building was in pretty good shape, so they stayed in that and they farmed some of the best tarberries I've ever tasted out of the pool. Lily here would know who he was. Remember Wiseman and his buddies?
Sure do. You know, looking back, it doesn't surprise me he went his own way instead of heading the good neighbor with the rest of the ghouls.
Yeah, me either. He had his own ideas of what to do after McDipshit took office, and getting pissed off didn't seem to be one of them. Anyway, the short version of that story is the honey has some tarberry juice in it along with the rest of the spices. I think you'll like it.
That sounds delicious, DP. Thanks for going to so much trouble.
Hey, this is a happy occasion. We got a lot of doggos in new home, and these two got rid of a few more raiders. And don't forget the spices we got. Speaking of raiders, is it true what Lily said? Pop that fucker in the knee and let the dogs finish him off?
They had it coming.
It doesn't matter how we did it. Only the results matter.
That seems to be the general consensus around here. Very impressive, Lily. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know just how crazy you were. I'm glad you did. Even more glad you're on our side.
We punched the fuck out of their tickets so hard, Their ghosts have gunshot wounds and they're cleaned out ghost clocks on their fixed little red wagons.
Ah, that's my girl.
And Sheriff, you'll be proud to know that axe you gave me?
Tomahawk.
Thanks for noticing. Anyway, you'll be happy to know that thing can open a raider's brain case easier than it can open a melon.
Yes, I know.
Fine. Fine. DP's being friendly. DP, how's that thing that makes Nuka-Cola from those big weird bags you got coming? Well, what's it called? The soda whatever?
Fountain. Soda fountain. Well, it's looking pretty good, I think. I'm trying to get a handle on what parts I have and still need. Problem is, all the folks who knew how it worked are long dead. So I'm teaching myself as I go along, which makes it slow.
So it takes the stuff in that bag, mixes it with some of Bob's water, and gives it bubbles? All on the spot, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Got a few invoices telling me where more of the syrup is, but it's way over in Nuka World, surrounded by assholes with tiny dicks and big guns. So it makes sense to actually get the machine up and running, and able to use the stock I got on hand before paying someone to get more.
I think that sounds like a nice addition to the diner.
Yeah, it is. In more ways than one. I don't have to worry about a steady supply of sealed bottles now. One way or another, the supply of bottles in the area is going to dry up eventually, which just leaves me high and dry with no stock. But if nobody's touched what's at the factory, and the invoices are right, that's enough soda for years and years.
I don't know, that sounds like an awful lot of those bags.
It is, but not as much as you'd think. We ain't trying to feed a stadium during playoffs no more. But the sips who filled the order were. There's a lot fewer of us now, and I got a good handle on how many bottles I need a week to keep this place running. Trust me, Lil, there's enough to keep this place running for the rest of our lives.
Well, that sounds like some great news for the bleachers in general. Gonna upset Wellingham something fierce.
Codman's gonna get her ass in a twist, too. Up a stance, just some white picket fence. Anyway, what are we waiting for? Come on, guys, let's eat.
Now that is the best plan I've heard all day. And what a day it's been.
So that was amazing. They're all talking amongst themselves, and look at the sheriff eating. And it's super immersive because they're all talking about what they think of the sheriff and what's going on in the wasteland, and they involve me. And this is how it should be done. I mean, you could argue whether this section was a little bit too long, this conversation. Could have been shorter, but it's just so good. It's just so good to immerse the player into a faction, into a group of people that you do quests for. This is how it should be done, to immerse the player. It's just ridiculous good. I take the winter mix and the heat mix. We can just take them. It's just unfortunate Valentine has to eat all by himself. But anyway. Really amazing. Amazing piece of exposition. Who's that? Gary Jr.?
I don't know anything about it.
Alright. Now let's see how we can... What's the next step in this quest? I don't even know. Take a seat. Alright, we all did that. So, are we... Sandra?
Just stop, okay? We got our own problems.
Yeah, sure. Are we done? Like, how do we progress the mission? Oh, look at that. Ha! Oh, and they're all scattering. That was cool. That was cool. Let's check, okay. I don't think we're done with the bleachers yet, but at this point I don't have any quests for them left. But we'll see if some new ones will pop up. And, yeah. That was really good. Ha!